guys, welcome back to this house of ours. Today's video is my experience with my first round of Clomid and also my progression for my ovulation test so far. So if you want to see how my experience was and also the line progression for my ovulation test so far, just go ahead and keep watching. If you're new here, my name is Jennifer, my husband's name is Dan, and then we also have a 14-year-old daughter, and we are trying to conceive baby number 2. When I was pregnant with my daughter Skyla, I was just a teenager. I was a baby myself, so this whole trying to conceive and everything is a whole new experience for me. So me being on Clomid and having trouble getting pregnant it's a little rough sometimes, but I mean, it is what it is, and now we are just dealing with the cards that we are dealt with and just praying and just trying to have faith that we will get pregnant. I know I don't have to say this, but I just feel like I should, because somebody that's watching this that is getting ready to take Clomid might think that because my experiences and my symptoms might affect their situation and how they're going to have symptoms. This was just my experience with Clomid and my reactions that my body had to it, and just because I had certain symptoms doesn't mean that you will. But I just want to let you guys know that, so that just in case you're like, well, I took Clomid and that didn't happen to me, or you're scared about taking Clomid. Everybody's experience is different. I did watch a few of these videos before I actually started recording this, because I was just curious what other people's symptoms were, and they're pretty similar to mine. Some were worse than others. Make sure that you guys are subscribed and also like this video, comment. I'm really curious if there's any of you out there that are currently on Clomid or just trying to conceive or thinking about taking Clomid. I would love for you guys to subscribe and follow along with my journey, and if you have a journey of your own that you want me to follow, go ahead, let me know in the comments down below. I am obsessed with watching these types of videos and just watching other people on their own little journeys, whether it's trying to conceive right now, or you're thinking about it in the future, or you're done but you're still interested and you still got stuff going on. Let me know your information in the comments down below, so that if others want to follow along on your journey as well, then you can. But I would love for you to join my journey and follow along with us trying to conceive baby number 2. Also watch out for our TTC journey story on Instagram. You guys keep messaging me, like you keep saying that you're gonna put this story out. We want to know like what's going on and what led you to not taking Clomid. It's a long, well, I mean, it's a long history of stuff that has led us to where we are right now. But I would love to share that with you guys, and I probably should get some kind of like timeline in order so that I give you guys all of the most accurate information, so you can watch out for that as well. Alright, let's go ahead and get into my symptoms, and then also in a little bit we're going to be doing the OPK line progression test. But I'm going to tell you, I have on a piece of paper here, I had on my phone like all the symptoms that I kept track every day, but I thought it would just be easier if I just wrote it out instead of fumbling through my phone. So I took the Clomid on cycles day 3 through 7. I had the option to do 3 through 7 or 5 through 9. I chose 3 through 7, and I started on August 28th. I decided to not take the Clomid first thing in the morning. I decided to take it at nighttime. I had read somewhere that it was best to take it at night because maybe you'd have less symptoms or something. So I took it at night. So that was the 28th, and I didn't realize it until the next morning, which was the 29th, that I had woken up at like 3:30 in the morning and couldn't fall back asleep. I'm not sure if that was just maybe like nerves I was having, but I did wake up the next morning with a terrible headache, which I don't normally wake up with headaches in the morning. Let's see here. Other than that, during the day, on the 29th, I had no symptoms during the day. I was super busy with work and everything, so maybe my mind wasn't allowing me to like go there and deal with symptoms. I don't know, but I did have no symptoms. The 29th, at nighttime before I went to sleep, I took the second pill. I did not have any insomnia. I didn't wake up that I remembered anyway. I did wake up with another headache though the next morning, and I had to take Tylenol. It was that bad that I tried drinking water. It didn't work, so I just took Tylenol because I had so much stuff to do that I just needed to take Tylenol to get rid of the headache. Again, no symptoms during the day. I thought maybe I felt a little something in my stomach, like in my lower stomach, like around my ovaries, but nothing that like I had to like stop doing whatever I was doing to like deal with the pain or anything like that. So let's see here. That was the second pill that I took on the 29th. August 30th, I took my third pill at nighttime. I took my pills every single night, but I'll keep saying it just so you guys know. But the 30th, I took my third pill. Again, I slept fine, woke up with another headache. So at that point, I was convinced that the Clomid was affecting the headaches or whatever, that I was all of a sudden getting headaches. And yeah, and during that next morning, it really confused me. I had to really keep track of like when I was taking the pills and everything, because I'm not used to taking pills before I go to sleep, and that's another thing that can mess with you, because whatever day you're starting the pill, and usually you would take that pill like in the morning or afternoon. Well, I was taking it at nighttime, so technically I guess it would have been like cycle day 4. I'm not sure like how that works, but I took it before I went to sleep on the 3rd, like on my cycle day 3. So let's see here, we are on the 31st, so this was after I took the 3rd pill. I woke up with a headache, but not a terrible headache. I did experience a little bit more cramping that next day, and it was on both sides, on my right and my left side. So I did look up yesterday some symptoms, and cramping is a side effect from the Clomid, and also headaches. So when I looked that up, I knew that it was the Clomid that was giving me a headache. I wasn't nauseous at all from the Clomid that I recalled. I know that some women report that they get nauseous, but I did not get nauseous at all. The 31st at nighttime, I took my 4th pill, and I slept fine. I slept like a baby. I don't remember waking up at all. And you know what? On that next morning, on the 1st, I didn't even have a headache. Maybe, I think that, you know what? I mean, let me just double check something. I'm looking in I've been keeping all of my notes in my Ovia app. Let's see here. So that was the 31st. Yeah, so I took Tylenol before I went to bed. So I took my pill. It was like about 7 o'clock that I took my pill, and I was supposed to go to bed at like shortly after that, because I was like super tired, and I didn't get to sleep till later. So before I went to sleep, I think my husband suggested, like, why don't you just take some Tylenol before you go to sleep, that way you don't have a headache the next morning. And so that's what I did, is I took Tylenol, and I did not wake up with a headache. So if you're experiencing headaches on Clomid, you might want to talk to your doctor and see if it's okay if you take Tylenol. I'm not a doctor, and I don't take something, whether it's Tylenol, Advil, or any medication, without talking to your doctor first. Just make sure that it's okay, it's not going to interfere with the Clomid or anything like that. I didn't ask, but I should have. That's something that I might want to ask my doctor at my next visit, just to double check. But I do know that they say Tylenol is safe to take during pregnancy, but talk to your doctor. Okay, September 1st was my last night to take the pill. I took my 5th pill, and let me just double check my notes. I don't want to give you guys wrong information. Yep, so before I went to sleep on the 1st, I drank a big glass of water and took Tylenol. This was about, let's see here, I have the times in here. I took my pill at 7:30, my Clomid pill at 7:30, and I took my Tylenol and drank a glass of water at 8:30, and then I went and laid down and watched TV and then went to sleep. So on the last day, in the morning, I did not have any headaches. So I'm assuming that the Clomid is what was giving me headaches. And with the week that I was taking the Clomid, I was so busy with work that I cannot work with a headache. I can't sit around and wait for the headache to like go away. So I needed to take Tylenol or something before I went to sleep, and it worked. So other than that, I think the worst thing I had was insomnia that first night, and I think that was just me freaking myself out and maybe just thinking about the Clomid too much. I mean, because it can be a scary thing when you hear all these like horror stories about different side effects that the Clomid has on your body, and yeah. So right now I am cycle day 15. I am going to show you, I've been waiting to take my morning test. It's 9:20. I was supposed to take my test at 9 o'clock, but I wanted to make this video so that I could show you guys a live OPK test. I'll show you my progression so far, and I think I started my OPKs at cycle day 10, and I will get into why I started cycle day 10 in just a minute, but I will show you my progression, and I think I'm ready to take my morning OPK for cycle day 15. I'm hoping it's a positive. It looks, I mean, I'll show you guys on my line progression, but if it's not positive this morning, it might be positive this evening. I don't know. If the test comes up positive this morning on the cheapy internet ones that I get from Amazon, I do have Clear Blue test that I've been saving for when I get like a strong peak in my dip OPKs, because I don't want to, those are so expensive. I don't want to keep testing with the smiley face digital ones if I'm not even getting anywhere near positive on my OPK. So let's go ahead right now and check the OPK. Alright, so I have my OPK test here. As you can see, it's not open yet. I'm going to open that and then also go to the bathroom really quick, and then we will take this test. I'll let it sit, and while we're waiting, I will show you like the line progression so far for my test that I started on cycle day 10, so that you guys can see the results from those. But let's go ahead and take this test first. Alright, so I have my the OPK here. I am going to I also have, I brought out a digital OPK test, like the ones with the smiley face, just in case. Alright, so there's the OPK. We'll just let that sit for a minute. And then, like I said, I have the digital one, just in case that one does come out positive. So here is my line progression so far. As you can see, we already went over my Clomid cycle that I took from August 28th through September 1st, and I started testing on the 10th, and I would do morning and evening. And as you can see, let's see here, there's like a glare from the tape, but they all look the same. It's so frustrating. That last one that I took last night kind of looks like it got a little bit darker. but yeah, they all look the same. I swear I didn't take them on the same day. That's what I was telling my husband last night when I was showing him my last one that I took. They all look the same. Like, it looks like I took all these tests on the same day, but I didn't. And I also tried to take them at semi-different times, but we'll just wait. I think that these ones take, I think it's like 4 or 5 minutes for the final result to come up. I'm gonna set a timer for 5 minutes just to be safe for the OPK and see what the results are. So let me do that first so I don't forget. All right, so I'm gonna do 4 minutes just to be safe. I mean, it's already been probably like a minute. I want it to be positive so bad. So I'm used to ovulating no earlier than cycle day like 24. There's been a couple of times where I didn't take OPKs and my period was late, and then you think you're pregnant and you get all excited, and no, it's just, you know, I want to know. And if I don't ovulate, then I want to know that too. And I think that the doctor would want to know if I'm not ovulating, because they might want, he will adjust my Clomid strength or whatever, like the medication. So let's see what the timer says. Got 1 minute. I'll show you what it looks like so far. Yeah, it's not looking promising, and that's definitely not positive. So I will, let's see here. I wanted to get this video up today. Today is Monday. I don't know what the date is. It's Monday, September 9th, and I had a really good feeling like today was gonna be positive, and it's not looking like that right now. I don't know. I know a lot can change in just a couple hours too, so I'm trying to be so optimistic. It's crazy. Let me know. I'm asking a lot for like these comments, but if you have taken Clomid before, or you've already you've taken like a round of Clomid, you're on your like a different cycle of Clomid right now. When did you ovulate? Did you ovulate when they say you ovulate on Clomid? Did you ovulate when you normally ovulate? Like, you know, because there's some months that I don't ovulate. That's one of the reasons why they put me on the Clomid. And also I have unexplained infertility. So there's different reasons why they have me on the Clomid. But I'm just curious if you ovulate if you've ovulated when you were supposed to ovulate, or when the, I don't know, I'm like so frustrated. It's definitely not positive. I think I'm gonna take another test this afternoon before I post this, and then so I'll be back one more time. Today I'm actually doing a cleaning video, so that'll keep me busy for a few hours, and I will take one more test this afternoon. You never know, like stuff like that happens all the time where it's negative and then a couple hours later it's positive. I just had a good feeling about today. So we will see in just a little bit. I will be back on one last time when I test again. All right, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so it's about 6:30, And I did wait to take another OPK. I just dipped it and it's been about, I don't know, 3 minutes or so, and it's not looking. I'll show you what the one from earlier that I took looks like. It actually looks a lot darker than I thought it was gonna turn out. It's like right there. All right, I will show you this. Hold on 1 second. So this last one right here, that is the one from this morning that I took. It was about 9:30. It wasn't 9, but it's, I mean, it's dark, but it's not as dark as the control line. So that's how I know it's negative. And then this is the one that I just took right now. And that's definitely negative. Super bummed that both of these are negative because I really thought that today was going to be positive. But I'm going to continue to test, and then hopefully I'll have an update for you guys within the next couple of days. I will keep testing and keep filming, and hopefully I get a positive pretty soon. It is still cycle day 15, so I mean I still have time. It's not completely lost as far as this month goes, but I was just hoping for a positive today. So alright, thank you guys so much for watching today, and don't forget to leave a comment down below if you are currently on Clomid, have taken Clomid, you're thinking about it, whatever. Would love to hear your story and your thoughts on my ovulation progression so far, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.